Good evening, good people. It is the Duck Boot Camp, Class 201, our Week 1 advanced course, as we go into Ninja Time.
Hmm.
We're going with the ninjas up front. This is Saracen. I got Luffy joining me over here. How you doing, Luffy?
I'm doing great, Sarah. So I'm very excited for tonight. The mystical ninja night. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna show off the buffs that the thief has gotten over some of the last updates to our randomizer. This is always a fun time.
Yeah, the thief in vanilla was bad. Just we'll just say bad,
Yep.
right? Oh, we got Will Bloodworth asking about ninjas. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's original thief, real bad, and randomizer thief, real good.
Yep.
And here we are to show that. The thief in the randomizer has some bug fixes that help it, some buffs that help it. We're going to be going over that a little bit more in depth as we get to the flags here.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to think of the thief as a bit of a glass cannon marshal. Like it's the weapon user that gets the most hits because of one of the changes we've made. It's also the best at running in the game. It gets a little bit of black magic, which can be very strong. What do you think, Luffy?
I agree. Thief is I think you put it to really good terms right there. Glass cannon is essentially what they are. They can get a good amount of HP if you take them to a level that's high enough, but do you really want to do that is the question. We'll see what we do tonight. But yeah, they get a lot of hits. They get access to every black magic spell, levels 1 through 4. So if you get, Saber, Temper, Fast, Nuke, all rolling in those first 4 levels, I mean, really good. They're going to have really good access to magic. They run very well, like you said. You put them in slot 1, and their agility keeps them from getting hit most times. It helps with preemptive strikes in battle. They do a lot of really good things for your party.
And I would say that generally speaking, over the last year to year and a half, with the buffs that have gone into the thief, they've become a real mainstay in the meta.
Yeah, agreed.
So,
Yeah.
I think we're ready to go into some flags. If our good buddy Hate, who's doing the restream, can jump us over there. All right, so a lot of the flags tonight are going to look very similar to the ones that we had last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So when we look at our goals, there's nothing in particular here that's surprising. We're still going to do 4 orbs. We're still going to have a Topher exit. We're still going to kill Chaos in the Temple of Fiends Revisited. So no surprises here. Our difficulty and scaling, again, not much of a surprise here. We're staying with our vanilla boss stats and with decent scaling on the enemies. We didn't want to go too crazy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Still staying on our 0.6, 0.7 encounter rates, which is 6 land and dungeon encounters, 2 sea encounters, and reasonable gold. We still got our XP chests on. Thoughts on that at all, Luffy?
Yeah, the 10% per key item, again, I'm going to point that out, is really nice. We got quite a bit of stuff incentivized tonight when we get to that flag. So you'll be gaining XP relatively quickly the more turn-ins you do. And we're going to really prioritize those turn-ins pretty quickly as best I can to really get ourselves online with some experience. And do not overlook the XP conversions for chests down there. 20% of these gold chests are going to be translated into experience for us with an average of almost 5,300 per chest. That's going to really help you just gain some levels quite quickly. I think on Sunday night you opened 1 box and went to level 6 just like that.
Yep.
So it's very handy. It's some good survivability. We're definitely going to be opening a little more chests than normal, but that's okay because we're here to show some stuff off.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about our incentives. We have a little bit of a different setup on our incentive locations this time, because we want to show off a little something special in the randomizer here. So we have our first non-vanilla location showing up in Sea Shrine as random locked. Now, you might be thinking, where's a locked chest in Sea Shrine? Well, there's only one answer to that. It is known as That Friendly Chest, TFC.
Yeah.
in the moon-shaped room or crescent-shaped room on the right side second floor.
Yeah.
So we'll show that off. That room does require the key in vanilla, but you must have the key by that point. So
Yeah.
not really a big thing. In the randomizer, however, it's known as that friendly chest for a reason.
Yeah, well, there's another one in a different dungeon also called TFC. So we'll show that off either way, whether we need to go there or not, just to kind of give you guys an idea of where that is. But I was telling Saracen in the chat earlier that I feel like something essential is going to be there, so we're going to go there either way.
Yeah. We also have our Canaria locked chest turned on, as well as Marsh locked. So these are locations I don't think we covered on Sunday.
Mhm.
Canaria locked just on the first floor of Canaria Castle. It's a very common incentive location. Marsh locked, very uncommon location. It is in the very bottom right of the incentive floor of Marsh. So it's going to be an adventure.
Mhm. The vanilla Canaria gave you the TNT, I believe, in the vanilla game. The way you took that over to Narek and opened you up with the canal and all that. So there was a
Mhm.
whole fetch chain quest to be able to open that door.
So, because we have some more locations on tonight than we had the other night, we have a couple more items in the pool. We took out the Masa because we want to show off the katana, the katana being a very good sword that only the ninja can equip. We also put on the defense sword, which, big thing with the defense sword is that when you use it in battle, it casts Ruse, which gives you 2 stacks of evasion. Remember, 6 stacks of evasion is what we call evade capped, and you're basically unhittable except by crits.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a decent sword if it rolls up. The Power Gauntlet, which you use it in battle and it casts Saber, you don't have to have it equipped, you just have to have it in the slot.
Mm-hmm.
And then a ribbon, because of course, we love ribbons.
Yeah, 4 really good pieces of gear here. 3 excellent utility items with the defense, the power bonk, and the ribbon, and the katana. Because we're doing thief and ninja things tonight. We're not going to worry about finding that masa. We don't need it where we're going.
We hope.
So far.
All right, game mode and overworld, not a whole lot going on here. This is exactly the same as we had on Sunday. So we have our early open progression that opens a pathway from Canaria to the Dwarf Cave, and also that passage in the river system between Ice Cave and Volcano. Other than that, standard overworld. And again, early open pretty much on every time. Hey, don't spoil the overworld.
We'll save that for another time.
Another time indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Maps and routing, nothing terribly interesting going on here. We have our Titan's Trove turned on, so the Titan moves over a space and blocks it in case you got the floater first.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ordeal's Pillars, and our normal early access progression stuff.
And the quality of life updates like we did on Sunday as well. The Gaia shortcut, Gaia item, Levenish hospitality, and the superstore as well. These are pretty standard in most flag sets now. And, we just like turning these on because they're very useful.
All right, treasures and freebies. We are still doing our treasure shuffle, including the main NPC items and fetch rewards, which, again, these are very common. They're basically on by default everywhere. We're starting with the free bridge, and yeah, that's about it there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing super exciting in that section, which is great.
Yeah.
On to shops and magic. We still have our shuffle on. That is, again, basically default for every flag set.
Mm-hmm.
For both shops and magic. We're still going to have our improved Cure, Heal, Lamp, and Amute, as well as the ability to cast Life, Life 2, and use soft potions in battle. That does extend to the soft spell as well. Which,
yes.
In case you buy it. I don't remember the last time I bought it, but the last time I bought it, it must have been cheaper than getting the soft potions.
I'll buy it like if it's at level 1 or 2 and, say soft potions roll like 900 gold and you can buy the spell for like 30 or 50 gold. Like I'll buy it just to have it. Ideally, you won't need more than like 2 or 3 of these in a seed as I kiss to death myself right now and I'm going to need to buy 10.
I mean, that just makes it easier to get out if you find a grind you want to take, right?
You're right.
Okay. On to our enemies, formations, and bosses. Again, nothing special here. We are going to have no unrunnable encounters again. Our regular shuffle for script, spells, and skills. Uh, Nothing surprising here. We did take out the stun touch because nobody likes stun touch.
Yeah, no, the thief, while they get their buffs and the evasion's a real thing. If you get stun locked, and it's just nobody wants to see that. This is about learning, not about pain. We'll get to pain.
I mean, will we? Will we?
Not in this grouping of flag sets, not in the next 12 weeks, but you guys stick around long enough.
All right. On to the party composition, where we get to the fun part of this, where you have a forced ninja in your first slot, and the remaining 3 slots, you can take a fighter, sure. But you're probably more looking at the mages.
Yes.
So I would encourage you, if you have not yet become a fan of the thief, that maybe you try out a 3 mage style, whether that's rainbow where you get one of each of the mages, or Oreo where you get 2 black mages and a white mage. I think that those are both very solid compositions, and it gives you an opportunity to focus on that ninja as the primary.
Or if you feel a little spicy too, you can take the ninja and what I like to call a little red velvet. Take 2 red mages and a black mage. I mean, you can do some fun stuff with this party.
Okay. 2 melee, 2 mage, also an option if you really want to. I would just say give the ninja a time to shine. All right. Class balance. Now, this is a really big section for this flag set. So we have our double thief and ninja hit percent growth, which, again, pretty standard flag. The thief in vanilla was bad at everything. And in the randomizer, we fixed that. So the thief gets better hit growth overall than the fighter in exchange for some of those hit points, right? We also have the better thief and ninja starting agility, so we start at 80 instead of much lower than that. This is basically like 2 free evasion stacks, so like 1 ruse cast right up front. We also have thief lock picking, which is a relatively new flag. If you are at least level 10 on that ninja, you're going to be able to act as though you already have the mystic key, and you don't need to find it.
Yep.
Now, super important, if you do access things using your ninja's lockpicking, those are not in logic until you have your key.
Yes.
Blessing and a curse. We're going to take a little bit more time to focus on logic tonight, too.
Yeah. See, we will not see the key locked behind that random lock and C just for reasons because we have the lock picking. That is not possible. If we did, we broke the game.
Yep. We also kicked up the bonuses to 2 tonight, so we're gonna have a little bit more strength overall. You're gonna see some interesting combinations possible because bonuses are very strong. We haven't added any malices yet, but we'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Going on to our equipment and items, we are going to start with the Explorer's Pack for starting inventory. That gives us some heals, some softs, some tents, and some pures. So 10 tents, 50 heals, 4 pures, 2 softs as a starting inventory. This is the same as Sunday night, so no surprises here.
Yeah. Don't sleep on those 10 tents either. There's really no worse feeling than going through your first couple towns and seeing no save items. So these first 10 tents are really a gift, and they're definitely very useful.
Our equipment blessings, nothing changed here. We're going to still have -3 to +5 on our weapons and armor. Again, from a standpoint of let's get into this quick, big number good, small number bad. The more negative, the worse feeling. Still have our 30 bonus damage for elemental and type bonuses. Again, that's like the Weir sword, the flame sword. All of those where it didn't work in vanilla, but we made it work now, and now it's really good.
Yep. So we find a dragon sword +5. I mean, we could essentially take that to the end game if we really, really wanted to. You know, we're not gonna because we're gonna track down this katana one way or another, but we could.
All right, and our game adjustments. These are all very standard. We went over these on Sunday, but the short version is we fixed a bunch of bugs. I say we, I mean like our devs, obviously. And there are conveniences added in terms of general gameplay. I would recommend, if you're not familiar with those, you go to the randomizer site, you just click the little question mark boxes so you can read through all of those. And trance is status element, yet again, turned on because trance is butts. Is that our technical term here? I think that's our technical term here. So normally trance is non-elemental. That flag makes it status elemental, which means that if you have a ribbon, you are protected against it. Or if by chance you get status resistance as a blessing, that's going to cover you as well. All right, Luffy, you ready to show us a seed here? Oh, Luffy internet things. That's unfortunate. Little hamster, come back to us.
Please, hamster, please come back.
So Luffy's internet hamster is a well-known phenomenon. The hamster needs to take a break every once in a while. Sometimes it has a little heart attack, and we feel bad. You get it some medical attention. Takes a while, then off and away we go.
In the meantime, we wait for him to return. Hey, there he goes.
There's movement.
You got me.
I'm going back to mute now.
You got me?
Yes.
I'm here.
All right. I was just saying it's time for us to get a seed rolling here.
Yes.
So you have a seed.
I do. I have a seed up and ready for us to go. All right. Here we go.
How's our ninja got for a blessings tonight?
Ooh.
Right.
Spicy. Okay.
So 10 strength is like 5 extra damage, something like that.
Yeah.
Improved cat claw makes the cat claw very good in terms of crit. It's a good backup weapon because you can buy it at the shop now. But it gives it the same base crit as the katana or the vorpal, which is very good. Very high crit.
We will check a few shops just to see if we can track one of those down kind of early, because that'll be quite useful until we find that katana for sure.
All
right. Okay.
Plus life, always interesting. Plus luck on the black mage, very good.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, fighter.
That's a tanky fighter.
That's a great red mage.
Sure.
Wow.
Is. Wow. I mean, choices.
So, chat, we're thinking maybe we get your input on this a little bit. We obviously have to have a ninja, but tell us what you think Luffy should run tonight.
Ale calling for the red velvet. DM Stewart calling for the rainbow. Kit Marcus calling for the rainbow. None. Will, I can't. Look, I can't. I wanted to go 3-man. I can't. I mean, I'm gonna veto chat if they throw out a fighter, though. Fighters aren't happening tonight. We got to pick from mages.
I'm seeing plenty of rainbow votes here.
I am too. Ninja red.
If we can't even pick a second thief, let alone a ninja, so
I mean, I think we're looking like a lot of rainbow. I mean, the white mage with the life spell is nice. The hurt all on the white mage is nice. I would prefer to go like, red double black here, but if we're getting rainbow, then I'm okay with that.
Rainbow is
it's very well rounded.
Yeah. So we're going to have our full availability of spells on 2 of the casters,
Mhm.
and pretty decent, we hope, on the third. Now, I will say the red mage, while being delicious with that extra vitality, because extra vitality just means more safety as you go along. But if the spells roll in bad places,
Mhm.
then that one's unfortunately the first to go.
Yeah, the red mage will be sleeping pretty quickly if we don't get some decent stuff in the first couple levels here. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, Luffy, as soon as you are ready,
I'm
let's
ready.
give this a go.
I'm ready. Count me down. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
All right.
All right, in for our standard Canaria checks. What do we get here? Level 1 Fade in an accessible slot for red mages. Well,
and
that's
heal 3 too.
heal 3, also very good. Ice 3 and Brack for the
Okay.
black mage. That's
Okay.
real solid.
Yeah.
Exit available for the white mage. Also
Mhm.
very, very good.
Yeah. The downside right now of the 3 mage party, and fortunately it's okay right here, is all the magic we gotta buy.
Are you going to check that hint giver?
Yeah, I should. You're right. For hint givers are on, and let's show off this guy right here.
Oh, well, so this is not an incentivized item, but it is considered a great treasure. You know,
Mhm.
it's one of the rare or legendary caster items, and therefore
Mhm.
it gets covered. So that's just going to be in with the Canaria locked incentive somewhere. So rapier +3, decent starting sword.
Yeah, I'll take that. All right.
So standard route. Let's go
Ooh.
up to the Temple of Fiends. We have a very fast encounter off the hard
Very
reset.
quick. I think
Ooh.
what that means, depending on how things go, I think we'll show off some desert encounters tonight if we have the opportunity, just for the heck of it.
Oh, the
Yeah.
big strats.
Mm-hmm.
So what you just saw there, Luffy doing some encounter manipulation. So we know that the first encounter in the encounter table is very fast, like 3 steps.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing a save and what's referred to as a hard reset to go back to the start of the encounter table before we go in. Ooh, Thorhammer +4. Whew.
I mean, yeah, let's go.
Right? So by doing that, when you hard reset, you go to the very start of the encounter table. We know 3 steps in, we're going to see an encounter, and then we can soft reset. When you soft reset, you don't reset the encounter table. You are at the step counter where you saved. So the soft reset is like, oh, well, the first encounter's done, so we're going to walk until we get to the second one. This has a lot of ramifications.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Herb and TNT from the King and Sarah. Not
Interesting.
bad. Not bad.
Interesting.
I've been seeing a lot of early TNT in my practice seeds of these flags, so
Mhm.
that's kind of been funny.
We got a decent run after that. Oh, okay.
That's an interesting adamant to see. So there's our shop item
Yep.
coming in very early, and you can see in Canaria, the shop item is going to be very cheap.
Mm-hmm.
What this tells me is that maybe we do Provoca, because Provoca is where we get our level 2 magic. We have an incentive there in the form of Bicky the Pirate. Maybe we take a couple encounters between here and there, or we try to save some of the money, or hopefully we get the crystal and we can just turn that in. But
Yeah.
something that gives us the opportunity to buy that adamant and hit all of Dwarf Cave at once.
Yep. I'm definitely gonna, depending on what we get here, I'm gonna take this fight because I want just a little more cash. 800 is okay for 3 mages going to Provoca, getting these spells. I'm just gonna fight the pirates right away too, because we don't need to worry about what level 2 is. We have this Thor hammer will do the job on the pirates. Fade in and of itself and Ice 3 alone will do the job. So this is gonna be a 1-turn kill. We're going to get another couple levels here, probably to level 5, and then maybe a little over 1,000 in cash, which is going to be nice.
Yeah, for reference, these pirates have like 6 base health, so
Yeah.
it's like a white mage punching. The yogurt, which is our replacement ruby. So that's going to not be accessible right now. That requires us going to the Melman continent so that we can feed this yogurt to a titan. Not terrible house prizes,
Not
but
the worst.
not great.
Yuck.
Silver plus 2s would be nice if we weren't saving our money right now.
Yeah, that's... Silver plus 2s are pretty good. I mean, you could take that to the end game on your mages if you really want to. Seeing it at this shop is a little unfriendly, though. I'll put it that way.
Lit 3, Quad X, both very good spells. Lit 3, the highest lightning damage spell available to our casters. Quad X is a fantastic spell that says, do you resist the death element? No? Okay. How do you feel about dying if you have less than 300 hit points? You have less than 300 hit points? Oh, well, you're not getting a choice. You're just dying. There's no resistance check here.
Yep.
Luffy skipping over the Hint Giver and Provoca, which I just meant. I was talking about that in the Discord earlier today.
I forget they're there. I'll go back. Let's check here for some cash real quick. The point of order about the Hint Giver as well. Oh, that's money. They don't show up in Provoca until you actually defeat the pirates, so he will not be there if you go to the magic shops first. So we'll just go back and show him to you.
So I think every mod was looking at that ban button except for Luffy because he's running the seed right now. Because I was literally hovering over the ban button on that bot as Will got it.
Will to the rescue, thank you. I think I might sell this mage stick too for a little bit of cash.
You've got enough for the adamant, so
yeah, that's true. I kind of might want to pick up some of those silvers while I'm here. Oh. All right.
Again, sometimes the Hint Givers, they're just little trolls.
Yeah, let's see. How much is this going to sell for? Not worth it. Okay.
No. So showing off that you can just reset back to your last save and save yourself some walking time. This is a real big deal in some racing environments where you can save and take a very exploratory dive. An example that I have done is saving where I land the airship to go to ordeals, because it's such a long walk there, long walk back. And if I don't like what I find there, I just reset all the way back to the airship. All right, so we're walking over to Dwarf Cave because we have both the Adamant and the TNT. These are two of our incentive items. They're fetch quests.
Oh,
Vorpal -2. Vorpal -2.
Look at that crit, though.
Look at that Thor hammer +4.
That's for you, Hate.
Shunning the Smithy McBeard Smith. We're not turning in the Adamant yet. We're going for the TNT first.
Okay.
Where we get our ship.
Okay.
The ship is going to be at the very near dock.
Yes. Oh.
And the little ship. The little
Okay.
ship that could. So canoe, always very nice.
We have all the movement we want, aside from a canal or an airship.
So, looking at what we have available here in our incentive locations, we have 2 items in Marsh, but one of them not accessible yet. We don't have a way to open up that lock yet because we haven't hit level 10. And we don't have our key. But the main Marsh incentive is available. We have access to Volcano.
Come on, it's not even worth any money. Come on.
It covers some of your spell costs.
Sure.
So we have the Volcano incentive open, which isn't, the best incentive because it's on the carry floor.
Right.
But it's It's available. And we have Ice Cave. Wow, this level 3 is something.
Wow. Okay. I was gonna buy Lamp for the memes, but that's 1,000 gold I don't want to spend.
I agree. All right.
There's some real magic.
All right.
There's some real magic. Okay.
Cure 4 being available to both the red and the white. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there we go. There's some good spells.
And Fast, also very good. The ninja is able to learn the Fast as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the ninja can learn the spells, but doesn't have charges until level 15. So that's a concern.
Yeah, I should buy that Fast, actually, too, while I'm here for the ninja.
Yeah.
I had just enough gold for that.
You also skipped the Hint Giver, who sits
God.
right next to the black magic shop.
Hint givers, please. The other two told me basically nothing. I didn't believe this guy was going to be useful.
Well, turns out
it is useful.
Wow,
that's
a
very
good hint.
useful.
That's a
very
great
useful. Hint. Okay. So let's pause for a quick second here and let's talk, like Saracen was saying, routing decisions. So Marsh Cave is open. We can go there if we really want to, but there's another item there. I really don't love the idea of double dipping Marsh Cave myself, personally. The exit spell here on the White Mage and also the Red Mage wasn't learnable, but the exit spell makes it a little more palatable. Being able to just go down and then just warp myself out instead of having to walk out. But I personally like the idea of maybe going over to Crescent to check the item there from the sages first, because if that's the canal, then I could just go get my floater right now, as opposed to going to Marsh. So what do you think, Saracen? What do you think the play is here that we're looking at?
I think the Crescent Lake play is the logical play. And that's also going to be a good location to show off overworld encounters. And
yes, good point.
So Crescent Lake is, if you remember the vanilla game, it's not really super early in that you go there. Oh, you had the herb. Yes.
Thank you, Will.
Oh, geez. We're forgetting incentive items already.
All right. Well, at least that wasn't like completely necessary right now. Thank you, Will. If that was Canal, I would have felt horrible.
Oh, I would have laughed pretty hard.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So the Crescent Lake area is, relatively speaking, high level for when you are able to access it. It has a couple encounters that are really nice to see, and a couple that are not so great. But the big one that we look for are the Peds, which we sometimes refer to as the EX Peds. Peds are a very high experience encounter. They're great to level relative to where it is. They're good, usually to around levels 10, 12, somewhere in there. They're weak to lightning. Or rather, they don't resist lightning. They resist fire and ice. But they usually aren't terrible. And they come in 4-packs.
That's upsetting.
Chain +2 is real good, though.
Yep, I'll buy that.
You know, 2 characters who want that.
I got this.
Oh, 1. You got an iron armor.
I had that free iron armor from Temple of Fiends.
All right. Level 6 magic is eh.
Yeah.
Stays eh. Okay. Cool.
Still no temper yet, which is a little concerning. But with Power Bonk for free in the incentive turn-ins, I'm not too overly concerned yet.
Ale asking if we found the Cat Claw shop yet. I think the answer is no, but I don't remember. Oh, hey, it's the canal.
Oh, hey, guess where we're going?
Hey. So I suspect. Well, actually, I don't remember. Did you look in the purchase section of the Elfland shop?
I'm not sure if I did. We'll check that on our way to Ordeals. Let's do that show off you said of the encounter zones here in Crescent Lake. So there are 4: bottom left, top right, bottom right, and they're all unique encounters. And with this very quick encounter off the hard reset, we can check the first encounter very, very quickly. Not ideal.
No, not so much. This is going to cost some of those tents, and we don't
It
have a lot
is.
of those, but
Trolls are okay. Not ideal again. I'm going to take this fight just for a little bit of cash.
yeah, and
Not great.
maybe double check the store here, see if you can stock up a little bit on tents.
I think there's
Now-
cabins there, yeah.
Yeah, and that's good enough. The other thing that's worthwhile is maybe just seeing if you can hit 10 while you're here, but I don't think it's a big deal since you're going for ordeals for the floater.
Yeah,
There are tents.
There are tents. Okay, cool. We will stock up on a couple other items here, just for the heck of it. We'll buy a couple softs, just 20 or so pures. We will top ourselves off on heal pots here, just to make sure that's good. And we have our inventory pretty much set right now. Sands, houses, which we've only seen so far in Provoca, but being only about 1,000 gold is not the worst thing ever.
All right, so with that canal, we know that the floater is in ordeals because we saw the hint giver tell us that. So it is time to sail out,
Mm-hmm.
use our canoe, and dock at the river over by ordeals so we can get our floater.
We'll give that our weapon shop a real quick peek and see if that cat claw's here. It is not.
Okay.
So it could be at Melman, Gaia.
Those
That's
are
it.
the options.
That's it. Ambushing Kaizokus, really?
You know, I don't mind Kaizokus because, like, in the vanilla game, they're a really good grind until
Mhm.
you're like level 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Get out of here, pirate guys.
Yeah, go away. I just realized I blew past the hint giver in Crescent as well, but we know where the floater is. It's really all I care about.
Oh, chat was calling that out for you, so you know.
Thanks, guys.
We're gonna miss out on our zigzag on the way in, but it's okay. Zigzag again. If you enter a river tile from land or enter a land tile from the river, that does not advance the encounter table.
Mm-hmm.
There's our level 10, so now we are able to open up all of the locked everythings.
Mm-hmm. Makes that marsh cave dive a little more palatable if need be now.
So one thing to keep in mind, again, with that hard reset having an encounter 3 steps in, Luffy's taking that every time he saves and is about to go into a dungeon so that he can minimize the number of encounters that he deals with.
Zonk. Okay.
1-2 is the answer so far.
Yeah, we're going to take some of these fights too to gain just a couple more levels, a little more survivability, a little more cash.
And these zombies are great for that.
Mhm.
They're a pretty decent experience in gold encounter.
Mm-hmm.
If you had harm 4, that would be
Wow.
a very good spell too. Yep. So this is an important lesson for all the new players. If you get the 4 pillar early, it actually can skip you forward in the maze, like well beyond the original logical path.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be multiple options to move forward. This one skipped most of it, as
Yeah,
we didn't
really.
have 2 of our splits. Ooh, that's a good tile.
That's a really good tile. Wiz mummies are very, very juicy experience. Oh, and they rolled pretty far down. They're under 180 HP, which is really nice. Anytime I see a pack of mummies and there's like 3 or more Wiz mummies, I will always take that fight.
Hitting level 13 there. This is a lot of survivability.
Hey.
Ruse stick, very good. So Ruse is again that spell. This is the power stick, but we've given it a spell because in the original game it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's got Ruse, which is an incredibly powerful defense.
And boom.
We floating, baby.
We are. Yeah.
This is the downgrade tile.
Yeah. Mark
Right.
off deals. Okay.
So with that floater, we're going to be able to get our airboat, get up into the sky. And that is going to give us access to a whole lot of things real fast.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little bit about choices as well right here with going to turn in this floater. You want to really kind of learn your overworld and your locations here as well. So as you can see the crosshair right there, as I do map check drink for you, we are up at the top center of the map, and we want to go to the desert in the bottom right of the map, which seems like it's really very far away. But the cool thing about this game is it wraps around. So if I just sail right like this, followed along the border, and as soon as I hit a spot where I can't really see the earth or the world beneath me anymore, if I sail north from there, we're going to wrap right to where we want to be at that desert down there. So, little tip for you. You don't got to sail very far to get to where you want to go.
The other landmark you can use is the Gaia portion of the continent. Because the airship, if you were to go straight south from there, lands it straight south from where you get the airship will get you directly to the landing place closest to Gaia Town.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. The crown is in Marsh 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know.
All right. So now, essentially, the world here is our oyster. We have access to pretty much everything aside from the dungeons. I can go anywhere I want to go. It's time to do some checks and turn-ins. First things first, let's go just clear out this inner sea real quick. So let's go to Marsh Cave. Let's go to Canaria. Let's just do all these clears and checks. We found the ship, the canal, and the canoe, so we know that none of these checks are going to be, you want to air quote and call them duds, I guess you'd say. Things you wouldn't need for movement already having found the floater. So I'm very comfortable with just going in here and just giving what the seed gives me. We still need to track down quite a bit of things.
Yep, absolutely. So from here, what we have logical access to, we can go to Sarda because we have the airship. We also had the ruby, which would have gotten us there earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We have the rod, which is good because we can go straight through the earth cave. The vanilla incentive there is the vampire chest, and so that's a thing we need to stop for tonight. We still have volcano incentive. We have ice incentive. We have Canaria locked, which is available to us because we have thief lock picking on.
Okay, so that was the crown.
So here's our vanilla incentive location that had the crown. Now we're going to go over to the locked chest. So in the vanilla game, cremate.
That's gross.
That's an unfortunate gargoyle skill right there.
I'm glad we're level 16 and mute touch. How about that?
How about indeed?
Huh. I didn't buy heal 3 on the white mage. Interesting. Nah.
Not worth it here.
Nah. If they were fighters, I'd be in. Okay.
And the crystal. Okay, so this is 2 of our inner sea fetch quests.
Okay. Yes, Sofnum, with the thief lockpicking, having the thief in the teens already gives us the access for key locks. And I'm going to check the closet while I'm here and see what kind of spike tiles we're looking at. No. Wrong. Very wrong. Okay. So following our pathing here, we'll go to Canaria and check these lock chests for our next item. Sure. I probably did not buy the exit or the heal 3 because I didn't have the cash for it. Okay. So now we will go to Matoya, turn in this crystal, and she will give us the defense sword. So now, having already found the roost stick, luckily, honestly, in Ordeals, that defense sword has a little less luster on it. But however, +2 defense sword, I mean, that's really good as a weapon. I'm not scared of really anything right now, honestly. I think Saracen's internet is doing a little more of my internet things. Yeah, he's quiet on our end. So I'll just kind of do a little running around here. I'll go and I'll pick up these silver bracelets here in Provoca. +2 silvers for 1200 is a really good armor for your 2 mages here to have. They're cheap, and having seen the golds roll negative in over in Crescent has me a lot less apt to take those, so I'll just grab them right here. With that black shirt +5 in the tail, we really didn't need to buy that for the black mage, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, we do share the same hamster internet, so it was his turn to do the Discord things. And we're almost ready to start taking dungeons here. We've done quite a few turn-ins. We'll see what our grandpa has. Well, you know what? That right there, my friends, that's a weapon. And we're done doing anything that's not progression. I'm done opening boxes.
I got you covered, Saracen.
How you doing, Will?
What's going on? Heading into
nothing
Earth
much.
Cave, huh? All
I
right.
am. Rod
Oh.
and item here, and that katana +4. I'm good. I have
Makes
no
a lot
fear.
of sense. Nah,
No fear.
you have nothing to worry about. Except bats blocking you.
Yeah, right. All right, I take it back. I got a little bit of fear.
Ah, yeah. Fear too.
All right, so asps are very not safe.
Asp holes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Notice the routing here. This is the quickest way to get through floor 2 of Earth Cave, the path he took.
I'll show off for chat right here as well. We had a question of what the Earth TFC chest was, and I'll show that off here for you guys. No one, you probably don't even know it's there, so I'll show it. If you go up this little corridor here, down and over, we have another room with a lonely chest in it and a bat and a heal pot.
It's TFC, that faraway chest. Do we have a Saracen back yet?
Yes, as I have been attempting to triage Discord doing Discord things.
Welcome back and welcome to Earth Cave.
Oh, geez. Yeah, just, decided all of a sudden that audio didn't matter and it was going to get stuck on RTC Connect.
Nice.
You gotta feed that hamster.
Yeah.
It's not even the hamster, it's Discord.
It's like 7 hamsters duct taped together.
That's
yes, really.
Exceedingly
in a trench
vanilla
coat.
trap tile.
That's the Discord weasels.
Here's one of our very, very plentiful speed bumps in this game. And good night.
We found a katana +4 in case you missed it, Saracen.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, we're we no longer have any fear of anything aside from Asps was having glance and fire too.
That's a little concerning.
A little
Have
bit.
we found any ribbons yet?
Have not. And
Mm.
I haven't. I've decided that I don't have to open very many more boxes, but those asks were making me change my mind a little bit.
Softnum asking about promotion. So we started with a ninja tonight
Mhm.
Correct.
rather
Correct.
than a thief.
Mhm.
So because of that, we didn't need to promote just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a thing now. You can just start as the promoted class because randomizer.
It's pretty great.
It is. It really is. Yeah, that is a newer feature relative to the randomizer.
Thinking about next stop, I think we'll just go and do Volcano next while we're at it.
I respect it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
looking around. Ice Cave is still available. We can do Sea Shrine now with the locked chest there being open. Oh, wait, hang on. Titan's still. Titan's isn't
Titan's-
incentivized this time though.
No incentive in Titans, but Volcano and Ice doing the proximity play there, not bad.
Yeah, really wish I had Warp. I'll check Melman while I'm here. I don't love double dipping Melman, but real quick check for magic is not the worst thing in the world.
Yep. So Melmond has our level 5 magic shops, which is kind of funny because that means that your level 5 magic can be logically after your level 6 magic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's good to know that's there.
Yep. Agama's one of our many preferred grinding encounters.
Indeed. Going way back to when there were not shuffled tiles.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to have Agama facts because you'd spend a lot of time there grinding up your party or your black belt or whatever. So to pass the time, we just come up with facts about the Agama. Just make those up on the spot. Chat would do it. Commentators would do it.
We found
That was
ourselves
fun.
some temper. That's pretty good.
Can check the hint giver here.
Yeah, we'll do that too. I was looking for pro rings. Still haven't found them yet either.
Have you? Oh, we don't care about the cat claw anymore.
Look at that.
All right, so that the xylophone here is the lute.
That's the
As
loot.
we have multi-instrumentalist Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Floor
Okay.
2 of Sea Shrine.
So we
Yep.
know where that is. We have our key. So we are a chime and a cube away from go mode. So I think it does make the most sense to do this volcano and to ice play.
Jat's gonna yell at you. You landed in the wrong place.
I know I did. I'll move just for Jat. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's... Ooh. Yeah, my OCD just went off.
I was one tile off.
Yep. So there is a mathematically correct location to land your airship at Volcano. It is that bottom spot on the left side of the base. The reason for that is that when you finish the volcano and you are teleported out after the orb, that is the spot you land on. And on top of that, the volcano base itself, I believe, is free tiles, so no encounters.
Yes. There's a chunky red mage, still has over 200 HP.
Not bad.
DM Stewart asking about the red mage using the ice sword. Yes, the red mage can use that if so desire. Here we see Luffy fighting the menu boss to determine if he's going to be able to heal himself or exit the dungeon.
Ooh,
Squint bowls.
yeah, that.
Yikes.
All these
Well,
insta kills early is fine, I guess.
early is better than late,
Yeah.
for the most part. Well, when you have a way to survive it, sure. Like
Mhm,
when you
yeah.
have a ribbon like you do.
Yeah, of course gargoyles are here. Of course they are.
So, Will Bloodworth, how the heck are you?
I'm fantastic. How the heck are you?
Now that I'm no longer digging around under my desk to figure out why my headset's suddenly not working, a lot better.
Yeah. It's nice to be in a chair, not under one.
Right.
Right.
No ribbons yet. Bothersome.
So this is frequently referred to as the Agama room because that's where you grind the Agamas in vanilla spike tile locations. That's a real good room when it's a good tile there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the reason that that's a good room is there are no off-tile encounters when you're taking the grind. This is something that we'll talk about further into the boot camp. But the idea is that you are able to go back and forth over 2 identical spike tiles, the ones just to the left of the 2 chests in that room. And it's the same encounter each time.
Convenient.
Womp womp key.
Did not need that, but we got it anyway.
Yep. I mean, bonus experience?
Yeah, I mean that was a nice tile too. That 1 to 3 waters, really good XP there, and a decent party grind in and of itself. But I mean, we're level 17 right now. I'm not really too concerned or worried about our level situation right now.
What I will say is it would be a shame if you use that we're doing okay on levels to not show off the desert.
I'm gonna do that. I'm hoping that's where I can get them because I haven't seen any convenient spike tile aside from that Agama, and Agama's fine, but I don't really love that.
Fasted Ninja with Katana does Fasted Ninja with Katana things. Did
Buku
you talk
damage.
about Katana breakpoints?
Did not yet, actually.
Okay. So, the thief, as previously mentioned, is kind of our quote-unquote glass cannon. We get faster hit growth than the fighter with the changes that we have in the randomizer. The katana gets 5 hits at level 23. The Masa gets 5 hits at 20. So if you think back to the fighter at 24, that's 4 levels faster, right? And that 3 levels faster on the Masa than the katana holds true all the way through, except that this was a katana +4, right?
Yes, it was.
So that is going to accelerate our curve. The general rule of thumb, I believe, is every +1 is 1 less level needed.
Correct.
So this thing's swinging for the fences, and it is very likely. Ooh, that's an eye tile in a very good location.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And
Wowie,
they got,
wow,
like,
wow.
no HP. Okay.
All right. We call those French vanilla.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Get the incentive and then show off
Yeah,
the strat, I think.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking that.
Do you have a ribbon in your...
I do not, which is why I'm a little worried about it.
Well, I'll check the 6-pack then.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the 6-pack room.
All right.
Also feel a little worried / upset that I don't have warp, so I'm wondering how I want to kill this party off right now. I'm thinking of just running on some damage tiles before I go back, but it's dangerous.
Run on some damage tiles, and then you heal the ninja, and then you run to the left spike tile, and we call it a day.
Yeah. Okay.
So, why are we talking about this particular spike tile with this eye? The eye is one of the best grinds in the game, just generally. The eye is very low hit points, very high experience. In the vanilla game, it was terrifying because it had a bunch of insta-kills. In the randomizer, most of those things just kind of move. Like, they're not on the eye anymore, usually. And so you get a punching bag that also is just a pinata, right? Like, you're getting all the candy out of it you want. The real upside that we're seeing here, though, is that in the vanilla game, the eye is sitting in front of the incentive chest in ice. So now it's downstairs. Why is that great? Well, first off, we can't slip on a banana peel, fall down a hole, and suddenly have to walk all the way back.
Yikes.
Which, let me tell you, I've done it a few times. But also, it is in one of the freest free spots you could ever free. The door means that there is no advancing the encounter table. It is no off-step encounters to fight that eye, as long as you go down and up.
Okay.
The shimmy.
We needed to come here.
Yep.
Indeed.
All right.
This was not a wasted. Even if it just got the grind, it is not a wasted trip.
Yeah. All right. Now this is a little. The
So
fact that they're not hitting the red mage bothers me.
the other thing that's worthwhile is you have these damage tiles here. All these little icy spots are doing 1 damage every time we take a step on them to the entire party. So we're able to get our party members to very low health and then pick a fight with something, and hopefully all the non-ninja people fall on their faces.
Mm-hmm.
It's a process we refer to as danning.
What is with the evasion on this red mage?
Yeah.
It's more a problem of the hit on the everything. Hey, cremate's great though.
That works.
I love a good cremate.
Works for me.
Well, the party member that needed to stay alive, stay alive.
Yeah, we're good.
So this process, why are we doing this? Well, experience is split equally among all living party members, which means that when 3 of the party members are face down, they're no longer getting a share of experience, and we're funneling everything to our lone ninja.
Mm-hmm.
That means that this eye is suddenly worth quite a lot, as 9,300 was that?
Over 9,000.
It's over 9,000.
Oh, what? 9,000? 9,300 per fight going to this ninja is enormous.
Yeah, that's a lot of XP.
So we're going to be able to sail right on past the 6-hit breakpoint at 31 normally with the katana, which means 27?
Yeah.
Question mark is, yeah.
Yep.
We'll see it here, I think. Oh, no, 5 hits.
Unless they're slightly evasive.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But we could theoretically, Luffy, do you want to go up to 8?
We could. I mean, it's really not going to take very long at all.
Right?
I think, what, 4 minutes?
You're going to be a walking god. It's gonna...
I mean, we got the thief aficionado in the booth with us. I mean, we might as well show it off, right?
Yeah, I mean, if this was me, I would just take it to 50 and then run just that and be totally fine with it.
I mean, we could do that as well. We still got a ribbon out there somewhere to find, which we really would love to track down. I'm a little fearful of any kind of insta-kill coming my way and losing this grind ever so slightly. But, I mean, this ninja is... I mean, look at that. It's filling me with confidence with every swing.
Possibly also determination.
I was gonna say
Yes.
that. Seeing the katana swing crushing an eye into pulverized dust fills you with determination.
It does. It really does. And look at that, from 21 to 33 in literally a minute, give or take.
So Ale coming in chat with the next couple breakpoints as we see 7 hits at 36 and 8 hits at 44.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there's adjustments to be made for the bonuses, but normally I believe 47, or maybe 48. So
Right.
Ale's done the adjustments for us. We're going to see some real interesting hits come in the not too distant future.
And here we
Indeed.
go. There you go.
And this should be 7 hits.
In
And
a
it
race,
is, in
you
fact.
track how long you do one of these. John, what do you mean by tracking? You mean like with the levels that you're taking, or like how long the fight is? I'm curious what you mean by that, because there are, in my mind, there is a time frame that I look to sit on a tile to get to my breakpoints or the levels that I'm looking for. So yes, in a race, I do track the time.
So because we have a timer running, you can
Mhm.
see it at the very bottom here. A lot of us use Live Split or something similar to track the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeping an eye on when you started a grind, when you finished a grind, just seeing how the progress moves. And this one's going very, very fast.
7 hits, 1,000 damage. We'll still do a
Yeah.
quick little glance at the 4 quadrants of the desert just to show them. But this is end game ready already.
Yeah, this thief is ready to go pulverize the Temple of Fiends Revisited.
600 HP too is nothing to sneeze at.
Yep, this is a nuke survivable ninja
Hmm.
who also has a ruse stick
Yeah,
and temper. Or no, fast, not temper.
fast. Yeah.
Ooh, we're gonna see some many big lots hits.
Big one.
There we go.
Bada big boom.
Okay, big bada boom.
All right, so 45 is a real nice number to see on that level.
Oh, yeah, heal.
Hmm.
And do you have a ribbon on?
We don't have any ribbons yet. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm running as fast as I can.
Well, yeah.
I believe in you. The ghosts run away. It's fine.
Yeah, we know we're in good shape when that happens.
That's fantastic. And we're safe.
Okay, so
Why did you take that step onto the airship before saving?
You're not wrong. That was a mistake.
Tempting fate. So, folks who don't play this game regularly or haven't played this regularly, you're going to want to save as soon as you get outside. Do not take a step because you'll die.
Yeah,
Because that's the way the game works.
it has happened before.
Oh,
It definitely has.
many times.
Actually, I want to go to the. I am 99% certain that that's a
cat
sad
claw.
dragon armor to throw away. The pro rings are here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They're
no,
not.
Really?
Hmm.
Where would they... Onrak?
No,
Onrak does
I'm-
not have an armor shop.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no. What am I thinking of? I'm kind of dumb.
Melmond?
Look,
Yeah.
Hate's
sorry.
asking about Melmond.
I did
Yeah.
check Melman, didn't I?
I don't believe you checked the armor shop there. Do you check? I don't know.
We'll
I
seek
can't-
them out.
I don't know.
We
My
gotta go
brain's
back there
full
and
of
translate the
oatmeal.
slab
I have no
anyway.
idea.
We got to go translate the slab and buy it anyway, so might as well go back there.
Indeed.
All right, so we're really on a cube hunt right here. We know that our loot is in Sea Shrine, which is going to be my next stop either way. But I do want to translate this slab to not have to come back here. Yeah. Confused.
Was it possibly in Canaria and we just
It
couldn't
might have
ignore it?
been. It might have
Mm.
been. It might have been. We'll find out in a minute. We'll head back that way.
Softnum, that is an incredible thing to see because that means that they stepped off of the triangles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Typically,
Uh,
you'll see that happen if there's like a recruitable character or something over to the side. Oh,
DM Stewart
DM
asking about
Stewart.
Elfland. Okay.
I don't think I did, actually. I think I bypassed Elflin.
You did go to the weapon shop.
I did to sell that Vorpal that made me no money.
Right. Yeah.
It's okay.
Suck sword sucks. We
Yeah.
all know this.
I really, really, really want pro rings, which is why I'm doing this.
Pro rings, very important because they
Yeah,
give
they
you resistance to death.
Hmm.
Death being a very important thing to avoid when you can.
Yeah, definitely avoid death. That's a good pro tip.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Are you gonna go solo thief from here on out, or what's the thought process here as
I
you walk
really-
past the clinic?
I really kind of want to.
Do I get a vote? Do I get a vote?
Do you? Yeah, you do actually.
Okay, it's cast.
Let's turn in this slab and then we'll consider if we're gonna do that. I really would like to because I think we have nothing but survivability here. If we could find a ribbon like very, very soon, then yeah, I'm all in.
Team Vorpal when it rolls up and there's no other options. That's pretty much the use case for Vorpal. Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Mhm.
The Vorpal, like, it holds a very special place in my heart as everything is running from this like just chunky ninja. The Vorpal helped me in a race to power through and get through chaos in a co-op race. So the Vorpal's near and dear to my heart. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a Vorpal.
The good thing with it being near and dear to your heart is it can't possibly cut your heart because it's, it's a Vorpal.
All right, so Cube from Chime
There we go.
is our go mode, pretty much. We know that our loot is in. Oh, that was blue steak, and I reset out of that because I was explaining and
Oh.
going fast. Boo.
Man, oh man.
Sad.
But you know
Jeez.
what? We're here. Let's show off the encounters while we're here.
John asking about the ribbon being one of the incentives. Yes, there is
Indeed.
an incentivized ribbon.
Yeah.
You just need to see where.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it is in either Sky or it is in Waterfall, and we're gonna hope it's Sky because that's where we're going next.
Yes, because you don't need to beat Waterfall to beat the game. Like it's not a
Mhm.
Fiend dungeon, so you want to have everything you need landing in the Fiend dungeon, so you don't have to
Yep.
take extra trips to extra dungeons.
Showing off the overworld map here again, so go ahead and have your drink. You see this desert section in the top right. There are 4 quadrants in this desert, which all have unique encounters, and it's very, very XP laden with the encounters here. You have your sandworms, you have your what we affectionately call steak and wings, which is the Tyro and the Wyvern, and also you have the mythical blue steak, which is the T-Rex, which is just very, very full of XP if we could find them. So we'll show off the encounters here. When you park your airship, walking down just a little bit, right about there, is good enough. We do our save, we hard reset, and we check. Regular steak.
This
Okay.
makes me sad.
Yeah. 10,000 XP from that steak. So we'll walk over here to the left to check this encounter. There it is.
There you have it. Wow.
And that's the blue steak with less than 900 HP too. 21,000 XP. So this encounter right here is better than twice as fast as the eye. But you did notice something right there. The T-Rex, he ran away.
Mm-hmm. So the reason for bumping him down to slot 2 is because the level of your lead character is going to dictate whether or not enemies run away from you or not.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that's worth noting in terms of locations is you can land your airship in a couple of different spots so that you don't have to walk through the whole desert to get these checks.
Mm-hmm.
The top right, you can check from the same landing place that you go for Lefane. The top left, you can land on the grassy area that you would land on to go to Ordeals. There's a little jut out on the bottom left corner, and the bottom right, you can check from the ship dock area on the southeast section, which is when we have Northern Docks on, but we don't have Northern Docks. It's a little hard to explain that without that. But we can show off those locations as well, I think, right?
Yeah, we can do that when we're done
Sure.
here. Yeah, I'm gonna
We got time.
bypass greater than less than here, but I am gonna check the Earth 1 here on the right.
You mean Sky One?
That's what I meant. Yeah,
Yes.
I was looking at Earth on my tracker. No ribbon here again. I really would like 2, but if we have the 1 here, that's all we're gonna need. If this is a ribbon, we're gonna go solo ninja the rest of the way.
You know how I feel about them solo ninjas.
Yeah, we have everything we want to need here. We have all the survivability we want. Can we kill them? I mean, we could, but we don't need to.
Heck 'em.
Yeah, right.
Heck 'em indeed.
Well,
That's not terrible. I don't know how
Yeah.
badly you need it, but
we have
Well,
it.
now you have it. Yeah. How much extra hitting power does a level 50 ninja with a +4 katana really need?
I mean, when they're doing 8 hits for 1,200 damage like a black belt, not much.
Without fasting it, without tempering it.
Yeah.
Saber. Yeah.
All right. So,
And it can fast itself.
yeah. Saracen didn't show off this room up here on Sunday. This is called the CC Gambit room.
Mhm.
It's a room that has 4 quick checks, and if you have warp, you can just warp yourself right back. And 2 of the checks are free because you take no encounters across the bottom of the room.
Right.
Still just checking to see if we got any kind of ribbon laying around here, because Tiamat and a turn 1 Bane scares the heck out of me.
That would be nasty.
It would be.
Mhm.
Alright, well,
It's a very professional cape there.
it is.
Yeah.
Better than my wood shield.
Yeah, I'm pretty pro cape.
Hilarious.
Sun +5. That is a real sword right there.
Yeah, we can give
That's
that to
a
our
real
red mage.
crit. That's a real critless sword right
Yeah,
there.
it sure is. What's the crit on that? It's got to be.
It's
12?
non-existent. It's as low as it can possibly be.
25 is actually not the
That-
worst ever for a sun
Oh.
sword.
That's
Base-
12 and a half.
Yeah.
Base is bad. Base
Yeah.
is bad.
Yeah. Base
For
is
endgame, it's
10, 15, something like
it's like
that.
5. It's like 5.
Alright, I guess the
5 or
real
10.
question here, Chad, is if we find a war mech, do we take him?
I mean, yeah.
Just for the
like,
memes.
hmm.
So
You have a roost stick.
I do. And these slimes are not even hitting this ninja. This ninja's evasion is through the roof.
Yeah.
So
Count
a
it,
thought process that we should bring up here. Let's talk about the pool of skills and spells for Topher.
Mm-hmm.
So our Temple of Fiends Revisited bosses, including Chaos, but the 4 Fiend Refights Chaos and Warmech share one pool of skills and spells. This means farewell.
Okay,
Tiamat.
Tiamat.
That was fun.
So
It's a little-
sometimes you
dry.
want to take the mech so that you can scout out what you can
Mhm.
expect out of the Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Mhm.
Try not to trip over
8,000.
any chunks of Tiamat on your way to the airship.
8,000 from a single sandworm too is pretty crazy.
That's very nice.
All right, so
Hey, wrong orb.
all right, so we're gonna go
Thank you.
over here. We're gonna get our loot. We're gonna open a few boxes on the way down to Kraken, because I really don't want to go and
Yeah.
get that ribbon, even though I really want it.
Yeah, maybe it'll be in the Sharknado room.
I'm hoping so.
We'll show everybody what that means.
Yeah.
We know we got some new folks here, which is fantastic. And
We do.
there's a lot of memes, there's a lot of inside stuff that we try to initiate people into the community with some of the nomenclatures of some of these rooms and enemy packs and so forth, just so you're not feeling like, what the heck are they talking about right now?
Are you going to do some carbonation for us?
I am. I told Hate if I went over here, I would do that.
All right. So, carbonating is a very important tradition to those of us who are part of
Oh.
Bubble Soda Company.
Oh
Uh,
no.
So there are some mermaids on this next floor.
All this opal gear.
Bubbles is in trouble.
She sure is. It's coming.
Sure is. So there's some mermaids and some of them say some things and that's fine. But really some of them just get in the way. So here's Legendary. But Bubbles is up here in the double chest room. And sometimes she likes to get really in our way. Are we going to become Bubbles? You sure are.
Yep.
You said it.
Yep.
As our NPC Guillotine takes Bubbles away, she is carbonated.
Mhm.
I refer to that one as Lefanish.
We're just committing mermaid genocide while we're here. No ribbons again. That is a bummer.
You can check the incentive room.
I could.
What's the mandatory minimum on Mermicide?
There is a second Bubbles, by the way.
Really?
Yep.
I don't walk into all the other rooms. Tell me where she is and I'll take her out.
It's one of the first two on the left, like when you first get on the floor.
Got it. On my way there.
We don't see them all because there's ones that don't have chests in their rooms.
Mhm.
So
Right. So we don't make the trip into those rooms very commonly.
Hey.
See, there you go.
that's a different Bubbles because, well, is this it? Oh no,
You have responded.
Which one?
to me.
I know there's one that says are we going to become Bubbles?
Daryl. That's a reference to the movie Splash with Daryl Hannah,
Oh,
mermaid.
oh, that's awesome.
In case anybody was curious about that. You can breathe underwater. I'm impressed.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
You already got Bubbles Junior.
I
It was
did?
it was the one in
Oh.
the middle room. If
Got
we
it.
cannot regain the power of water, we will turn into bubbles.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have what you're saying is there's not a duplicate.
I
Are we
thought
gonna
there was a
become Bubbles?
duplicate.
I wasn't aware of one.
Mm.
I was just taking it on faith that you knew that there was,
Mhm.
because I've never, well, at least in the last 25 years, have not gone into any of those rooms. So
Yeah,
I
that's
think Gersharks have creamy.
unless is there a bingo slot for talk to all the mermaids on Mermaid Floor?
There's a-
ADR. Get on that.
There you
There's
have it.
one there's 7 dwarves. I think there's one for 7
Yep.
mermaids too.
There, yeah. If there
think
isn't,
so.
there should be, because
there should
yeah.
be. All right, so we're doing some scary stuff here, going through Sea Shrine with a thief solo or a ninja solo with no ribbon. But I mean, we're here for this, so let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you, Luffy.
I feel good
Yeah.
about it.
I believe in the power of the solo ninja.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, you have decent MDef.
I do. The MDef on this character, 113 is not bad at all.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't throw it up against a whole bunch of like slow twos and crack and brack,
Mm-hmm.
all that fun stuff.
So, Life Reboot, our good friend, asking what makes the ninja so good. It does lots of damage. It's hard to hit. It runs real good. It does all the things.
It does, and it's evasive.
Yeah, all the things within a limited set of things.
We're gonna pick up that ice
Right.
armor because that's a real piece of armor for this ninja to wear.
There's,
Heck
only,
yeah,
there's,
it is.
there's only 2 weak points to the ninja. It's not quite as durable as the knights because its HP pool is a bit lower, and there's a few pieces of armor it can't wear, as well as not having the ability to cast life because it's got black magic as opposed to white magic. That's really it. Like everything else that the ninja's got going for it pretty much offsets that, though.
Yeah.
The sea's really gonna make me go to waterfall, isn't it?
It seems like it.
Sure does.
Yeah, it looks like you're gonna go chasing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not
Yep.
going into Temple of Fiends without a ribbon solo ninja.
No,
Not happening.
no.
I
And you
I'm-
see why?
Oh no!
As Dazzle. Oh my
Yes.
god, these Gur sharks are very not safe.
Yeah, anything that can stun you is a very, very deadly thing right now.
Mhm.
I'm glad we were able to just move right past that song reference.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I could apologize for it. Just not gonna.
I
all the
wouldn't
dragons
expect
and-
you to.
No.
all of the dragon tiles over here in Sea Shrine.
And no ribbon for you.
The blue dragon and the red dragon both here.
I'm sure that ribbon was just hiding in TFC North.
Oh god, it probably was.
I bet you there's a ribbon in the validation chests. There's
I bet
always a
you.
ribbon in there.
There's
There's,
probably
there's always money in the banana stand, and there's always a ribbon in the validation chests.
Yeah, it probably was in Armory proper too that I just blew past to go to Agama floor.
One on Dorf.
Oh, you weren't able to check the dwarf lock chest because you didn't have your level 10
I
yet.
didn't have my lock picking yet. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's right. Dorf.
Okay.
All right, let's liquefy crack and let's make
Mhm.
some sushi and calamari.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bold choice, not just swinging for the fences.
I'm not
Nope.
scared of this guy.
No. Oh man. Oh Jesus.
Rawr.
Are you gonna try to one-shot chaos?
If I get a ribbon, yeah, I'm gonna ruse up enough, and I'm just gonna temper 4 or 5 times with the saber bonk, and then we'll just go.
For sure.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to see a 3,000 hit on.
we all
chaos.
do.
Yeah, and it's possible.
Sad that this ninja doesn't have warp, and I gotta walk this ribbon out of here. And I'm
Ale ribbon.
Yep, incentivized ribbon, we know it's here.
yeah. If we're doing the solo ninja things, then we got to get this ribbon.
It's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
So, Will brought up the points about weaknesses. So let's talk about I think it's the lesser of the weaknesses, but the MDef growth of the thief is only
Yes.
2 per level.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
If you compare
Yeah.
that to the fighter/knight, that's 3 per level. That's
Mhm.
50% more. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
The black belt gets 4 per level. We're going to
Mhm.
talk about that more when we get to black belts, which is not that far off. But the 4 per level of the black belt means that it can effectively get ribbon level defenses by
You-
just leveling up.
You can equip the bonk glove and the pro cape, and just take the pro ring off.
Could.
The pro ring might be better than the pro cape.
10
Well,
absorb
the issue is having all 4 slots equipped with. Armor.
Yep. You're right.
There you are.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
works.
the pro ring 2 is better, but it's the pro
ribbon-
cape is better than nothing at all.
Yeah, the ribbon negates the need for the pro rings defenses
Correct.
as well. That's
Right.
true.
That's That's a pretty chunky ninja you got there now, too.
Yeah,
It's-
almost 700 HP, 680 something.
Yeah, that's on the like medium high end of what your HP can be in the range for
Mhm.
for a level 50. And the closer you get to 700, the better. Yeah.
Ale saying we don't need no ribbon. Ale, have you seen the
Ale,
Gur
you-
Sharks?
Ale, no, just no, dude, no, come on, no.
So yeah, even at level 50 and having just because of that 2 MDef per level, you're still very susceptible to things, and that ribbon is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Give it. Fair enough.
All right, here we
Ribbons
go.
are a crutch.
Actually, hang on. Yeah, 98 heal pots is fine.
Yeah.
Watch
just have to
that
go-
one heal potion's gonna be the make or break.
You and I had a discussion in the chat the other day about this one heal pot matter. Like, we're gonna find out tonight if one heal pot matters.
So
yeah. I'd be less worried on a 150% seed than I would be on like a 500.
Yeah, this is only 100% too. They're vanilla stats for
Oh.
the bosses
Oh, then
with
yeah, I
HP
think
too. I'm really not very worried.
I
So-
think it would be okay.
the other thing is if we check our validation
We're gonna.
and we find heal potions in one of these boxes,
Please
that-
be right. Please be right. Oh.
Aw.
98's a good number because we have multiple heal potions per box,
Mm-hmm.
so you end up going over 100.
Yep.
Yeah. You
And
get,
that's
like,
when you get
AO.
Ayo!
So yeah, when you overflow the 99, it'll go to A0, A1, A2, A3 to fill in for 100, 101. So yeah, you can have AO heals.
Now the readability is a thing, whatever, but you can't purchase over 99. You can't like
Correct.
increment in ones over 99. But if you
Yes.
are at 98 and you suddenly get 10 from a box, that's where
Mhm.
you're gonna get your over 100.
Indeed.
A lot of lucrative encounters on this floor. Gur Medusas, Sarias.
Shame you're level capped, huh?
I know, right?
It's always sad. It's always sad coming down TOF with capped
There you go.
character.
And there you go. That's why we went for the ribbon ale.
Bane could have ended it. Bane could have been the end.
There was that turn 1 Bane.
It's a turn 1 nuke, which is what it does in the original game.
Yeah, the purple carpet is back on the ground though. Little bit of absorb blocking here that we're seeing
Right.
from these. It's now, that's just absorb being absorb and not seeing a ton of crits out of this +4 katana, which is statistically unlikely in
Mhm.
our situation here. Having 8 hits and
Yeah.
something like a 45-ish% crit chance,
Mhm.
It's pretty high. It's amazing that I'm here and that actually happened.
right?
I'm like a
So-
magnet for negative katanas, so this is really good. I'm glad I didn't take you off that.
Oh, 35.82%, according to Ailmarkin, who built the sheet.
Yeah, apparently that's correct. So good on you.
I trust Ale on that
I
100%.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey,
You didn't need fast, but you didn't not need it. Oh, you're gonna fight Iron Galls just for posterity's sake.
just for the fun. I can't not fight them.
I can appreciate that.
It's like
Yeah,
when I
what
come
would-
across the Gershark Big Eye, I have to take that fight.
Doc Sigma says whoa, and they're correct. Very, very correct. Whoa is correct. Watch this happen to Tia as well.
2 hits for 81 from Tia.
That was cute.
Mm-hmm. It's because you equipped that power glove.
Mm-hmm.
That was the difference maker.
Hmm.
Oh, didn't one shot. That's okay.
So-
Chaos will be a one shot. We're good.
So Tia 2, known for having pretty high absorb. We're on 100% scaling, so it is vanilla absorb. Tia's just that thick.
Mm-hmm.
Just-
Another Iron Golem.
Another one. This run is super blessed.
It's just throwing XP at you that you
It
don't
is.
need anymore.
It is. My other party members would be level 50 by now.
How many rounds does he have to power bonk before he can swing? I'm gonna say like what, 8 or 9?
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how many nukes come out of chaos, I guess.
All right, he's
If
already
any.
missing. We'll do 2 defense stacks and then we'll start tempering.
Yeah. Well, technically sabering.
Yeah. Saber. So that's ink is good. So he's only punched and done a nothing we need to worry about. He looks very punch happy, which is nice.
Yeah, that's gonna work to your benefit, I think. As long as he doesn't have death touch.
Ooh.
Oh, cool. Swirl.
Swirl's a little scary. Let's take a swing.
All right. And there's 1149. Oh, and nuclear. Fun
Yeah.
times. Okay, die.
There we go.
Oh.
Farewell, chaos. GG.
And thus ends the nasty reign of chaos.
Excuse me. GG's, thank you. That swirl scared me. That swirl for 230 was spooky.
I wasn't even playing it. It scared me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The crippling weakness of Thief is a limited pool of hit points, and we saw that in full effect here.
Yeah.
I like how we've been updated to one angry ninja for our course title.
That's all you need, baby. You only need one. You only need one to win. I know
Yeah.
somebody said that at some point.
Someone may have said that. I'm not sure.
Maybe,
Yeah.
you know.
Some jerk.
Some guy.
Well, this was
Yeah.
awesome.
Doc Sigma. Yeah, I can feel that. Swirl, non-elemental damage. As you can see, that ribbon didn't really give us any kind of protection there. It was ouch.
Yeah. He's the class bully giving swirlies out. That's just what he does.
Yeah. So, I think let's go through some quick final thoughts here. Will Bloodworth coming in special to cover while I was dealing with technical difficulties. What do you have as final thoughts for our ducks as we go into ninjas this week?
Hooray, ninja. Hooray, thief. Hooray for FFR. I think that this is the most utilitarian character you're going to have, maybe other than the red mage, because running away is the fastest way to get out of battle. Big proponent of that. And having the ability to be evasive early, potentially to have the ability to unlock doors without a key early is very nice. That extra evasion is really nice. And the extra attack that you're going to get late game, if you level it up high enough, you just saw the power of a ninja. Good weapon, high levels. It's going to do fighter level damage. So give it a shot and learn it, live it, and love it.
This has been a special message from resident thief master Will Bloodworth.
Oh, indeed.
Luffy, what you got for thoughts?
So yeah, he really kind of saw I'll say the power of the ninja tonight as we just kind of took that solo from the eye tile and ice cave through the end of the game. 7 fiends did not even stand in our way between Kraken 1, Tia 1, and the 4 fiend refights and Chaos. The only one that got slightly spooky was Chaos, but you kind of expect that from a final boss in a game. They are a trustworthy melee option when given the correct circumstances. The katana being an item that was guaranteed to be found, the incentive ribbon guaranteed to be found, and the incentive defense sword guaranteed to be found really kind of puts the emphasis on the ninja being viable if this wasn't the week we were teaching them to begin with. So trust in the ninja with your runs, trust in finding your items to give you the survivability you need to win. And like Will said, give it a shot. It's very easy to take a fighter, and it's also very boring to take a fighter. So try it. It's something different and branch out and have some fun.
All right. So I think we covered a lot of ground tonight, right? We covered a little bit more about basic logic. We covered all of the fabulous thief and ninja things. But we also covered topics about killing off characters to focus your experience onto one, which is a really big deal. There's going to be more of that coming up in the boot camp as we move on to Black Belt Week, as we move on to other flag sets within the boot camp. Expect to see that a little bit more. Luffy, heck of a run.
Thank you.
I appreciated you showing off all the fun stuff, including just how ridiculous that Katana +4 can be.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, baby.
I enjoyed that.
Now, to our ducks, we are throughout the boot camp going to be taking over the async weekly as well. So we're going to have flags tomorrow, or rather a seed tomorrow in the async weekly channel. So that's separate from the duckling weekly. And that's going to be this flag set. So you'll be able to practice this yourself. We have a vetted seed to throw over there. That's going to go up tomorrow morning. So when you are looking for something to do, now that you've seen the power of the ninja, head on over to the Async Weekly channel, pick this seed up when it goes up. Life Reboot will be posting that sometime tomorrow morning. Beyond that, I think we had a heck of a good time. If you have any questions about the ninja, feel free to ask them in the Discord, whether that's in the New Player Duck Pond, in the Duck Boot Camp channel, wherever you want.
Or just message me. I can tell you anything you want to know.
That's how Will and I met. I just messaged him one day and he was like, "Hey, how are you?"
Yep, that's right.
Just go head over to Will's Twitch stream at some point, and
Yeah.
you'll see some thief ridiculousn's in action.
Mm-hmm.
That or you'll watch me play Skyrim at level 1 on Legendary, which is a whole other kind of stupid.
Yeah. A whole nother level of pain.
It's great. Life is great.
I believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. I believe in you too.
All right, everybody. I hope that you had a fabulous time here, and we'll catch you on the next of our boot camp, which is going to be on Sunday night again, 9 p.m. Eastern on RPG Limit Breaks Twitch channel. Announcements will go out as usual in the race announcements, but we'll see you there. And GG, everybody.
G to the G.
GG's. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.